Good evening and welcome to H2O. I'm back with yet another interesting video. If you find it interesting, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon to get notifications on the latest videos. Well, today we are going to discuss regarding Patala or Patala Lokam. The Hindu mythology has many references to the so-called Patala. So, where is it located exactly? Let's try to find out. Patala or Patalam means below the feet. As per Hindu mythology, Patala has 7 lower territories within earth. They are Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala and Padala Loka or Nagaloka. Atala. This was ruled by Bala, the son of Maya, who possesses mystical powers. Vitala, ruled by god Harabhava, master of gold mines. Sutala, this was constructed by Maya for King Mahabali. Talatala, the territory of the demon architect Maya. Mahatala, territory of many hooded Nagas like Takshaka, Kaliya. Rasatala, territory of Danvas and Daityas. That's basically the Asuras, considered to be the eternal enemies of Devas. Patala, lowest territory and the region of the Nagas. This was ruled by Vasuki. Let's take a couple of instances from Hindu mythology and then delve deep into the Patala Loka. 1. Vamana, the dwarf avatar of Lord Vishnu, pushed King Mahabali to Patala. Then second instance, Hanuman going to Padala to bring back Lord Rama and Lakshmana from Mahiravana. Mahiravana is Ravana's stepbrother. Give a quick look at the family tree of King Mahabali. Sage Kashyapa and Diti, the second daughter of Daksha, they had 2 sons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Hiranyaksha, who drowned the supercontinent Pangaea, and Vishnu's third avatar, Varaha, killed Hiranyaksha. And Hiranyakashipu was killed by Vishnu's 4th avatar, Narasimha. Prahalada was the son of Hiranyakashipu, and Prahalada's son, Virojana, he was actually the father of Mahabali. King Mahabali had to leave his kingdom after Vamana pushed him to Padala. King Mahabali had ruled the present-day Asia, Europe and Africa. As per legends, after surrendering his kingdom, Mahabali travelled towards east with his men in a ship and settled in the Padala Loka, currently South America. On his way, he discovered Sutala, Talatala and Patala. It's believed that Sutala is the islands in the Southeast Asia and Australia, Talatala is Antarctica and Patala is South America. There, Mahabali's 3 cities were built by Maya, the demon architect. Hence, Mahabali is also named as Tribhuvanak, or the Lord of 3 cities. Patala Loka is believed to be below earth, that's below India. Hypothetically saying, if you drill a tunnel vertically down from India, we could reach Mexico and Brazil on the other side. Could there be tunnels like this in the ancient world? The answer is yes. There are references in Ramayana and other Puranas. It's mentioned in Ramayana that King Sugriva sent 4 groups of Vanras to different directions to find Sita Devi, who was kidnapped by King Ravana. The path described by Sugriva to the team who had travelled to the east matches exactly with the path that King Mahabali had taken. He had referenced Yuva Islands, that's Java Island, sea with red-yellow water, the coral reef of Australia, the Wimpy Pyramids of Australia, Mount Rishabha, it's actually the Mount Cook of New Zealand, and Sudarshana Lake, the Lake Pukaki in New Zealand, the soft ocean, that's the Pacific, and the references to this volcanically active ring of fire in the Pacific Ocean, and Udaya Adri, the Andes Mountain. He further explains that the team would see a golden peak, where a golden pylon similar to a palm tree with 3 branches with a golden stalk. That's the Paracas trident in Peru. And he mentioned that this was created by the celestial gods as an easterly compass beyond which lies the Udayadri. He further explains that the Vanaras could meet the 1,000-hooded serpent god Ananta in black clothing sitting on top of the mountain. As per Hindu mythology and Puranas, Earth rests on the head of Ananta, the southern tip of South America, that is Chile. In Ramayana, sage Valmiki further says that the golden pylon represents the insignia of God Ananda. Considering the description in Ramayana, the land of the rising sun is Peru, and beyond that it is west. Now let's go back to the second instance, Hanuman going to Padalaloka. After killing Indrajit, Ravana's son, by Lakshmana, Ravana calls his stepbrother Mahiravana for help. While Rama and Lakshmana were resting, Mahiravana abducted them and vanished to Padalaloka via a tunnel. On Vibhishan's advice, Hanuman travels to the Padalaloka via the same tunnel and finds the entrance to the kingdom. It was guarded by an ape-headed, reptile-bodied creature. Hanuman had a tough fight with this creature but could not defeat him. Then Hanuman asked who he was, and the creature replied that he is Magardhuja, Hanuman's son. Hanuman was shocked to hear that, because he is actually a Brahmachari and he got enraged and decided to kill Magardhuja. Then Suvarchala, a reptilian mermaid, comes up and stops Hanuman. She explained that Magardhuja was in fact Hanuman's son. After burning Lanka and coming back, a drop of Hanuman's sweat fell into the mouth of a reptile, Suvarchala, and out of her Magardhuja was born. Hanuman had to take the Panchamukha form to kill Mahiravana, as he had to extinguish 5 lamps in 5 different directions at the same time. After killing Mahiravana, on Rama's advice, Hanuman made Magardhuja as the king of the Padalaloka and returned. As per legends, the local people of South and Central America used to worship huge monkey sculptures. Those sculptures could be of Magardhuja or Hanuman. If we explore more on this subject, we could clearly see the connection between Hindu mythology and South Central America. Let us see some of them. 1. Padalkot. It's in Madhya Pradesh. The Padalkot Valley is located at a distance of 78 kilometers from Chindwara in the northwest direction and 20 kilometers from Tamia in the northeast direction. As per legends, after worshipping Lord Shiva, Meghanath, son of Ravana, had gone to Padalaloka through a tunnel in this place. 2. King Virojana. Could he be the god Viracocha in Inca mythology, or Vamana himself? God Viracocha has many similarities with Vamana avatar and carries a rod and an umbrella. Book Fact says that Machu Picchu and Sacsayhuamana are Vamana temples in Peru. Sacsayhuamana is a distorted form of Sakshat Vaman and a temple on the northern outskirts of the city of Cusco, Peru, the historical capital of the Inca Empire. Sacsay is a Quechua word meaning to be full, and Vamana is the hawk or a person traveling on hawk. According to Vishnu and Bhagavata Purana, Lord Vishnu's 5th avatar is Vamana, who is the first full human avatar, and he traveled all over the world on his hawk or Garuda. 3. People living in Talatala. Could this be the Toltec in Mexico? 4. Maya. Could this be Mayan, the demon architect and creator of the Mayan calendar? 5. Tribhuvanak. Could this be Tiwanaku in Bolivia, the cities created by Maya for Mahabali? The Nazca lines in Peru. Could this be the markings to land King Mahabali's Vimanas? Or maybe almost all of the inscriptions of birds, animals and other creatures, which seem to be very basic in design. There is one geometrical glyph that stands out, that is of an inscription of a Vedic yantra carved out with extreme precision. How could a Vedic yantra be carved in Peru? 7. The Aztecs. In Mahabharata, there is a reference to King Janamejaya and his snake sacrifice. Janamejaya was the son of Parikshit and bore a deep grudge against the serpents and Taksha, and he decided to wipe out the entire race. He started the snake sacrifice and was stopped by sage Astika. Janamejaya had to listen to Astika, set Taksha free, and had entered the enmity with the Sarpa race. When the sacrifice was on, many people of the Sarpa race escaped to Padalaloka, that's the current South America. After the sacrifice was stopped, others joined the race in Padalaloka. They felt that sage Astika was the one who saved them and considered themselves to be his sons and called themselves Aztec. Could this be the Aztecs of South America? 8. The trident at Peru. Two stories revolve around this. One is the insignia of Ananda. The second one is that Lord Vishnu had asked the Daityas and the Adityas, that's the Devas and the Asuras, to install it to mark the eastern boundary when there was a conflict between Indra and King Mahabali. Ramayana had a reference to this as well. In the local folklore of Peru and Bolivia, it is referred to as the lightning rod of god Viracocha. 9. The Andes Mountain. Udaya Adri. Adri could have become Andes. Archaeologists have unearthed a 5,000-year-old temple near the Peruvian capital of Lima. Marco Gelli, who led the team of researchers, explained that the smoke coming out of this could have allowed the priests to connect with the gods. This is very similar to the Havan Kund mentioned in Vedic rituals. Even today, Hindus use the Havan Kund for homas. 11. Language and culture. The ancient language of the Americas, Quechua, has similarities to Sanskrit. In all of the Native American traditional ceremonies, they use fire. This is the same culture as that of the Hindus. 12. Coricancha. The Coricancha temple, the golden temple in Cusco, Peru. Cancha in Sanskrit means gold. Cori means gold and Cancha means enclosure in Quechua language. It's believed that when the sun sets in earth, that's India, it rises in Patala. This seems very apt and we can clearly see that Americas is on the other side of India. There are many more similarities and connections. One video might not be enough to discuss all of those. So, what do you think of this subject? Do you believe that our ancestors had migrated to South Central America thousands of years ago? If you find this video interesting, please share your comments and feedback. Thank you.